Everybody, what's up? Okay, so this is Lisa, Director of Product Education. Um, she's very former cardiac nurse, cardiac rehab nurse, just very passionate about health. And her husband is the Director of Product Development. He designs the products. I jumped into this company as a investment opportunity, but I'm like, it's a good one too. But they help people get healthier, stay healthier, be able to afford quality supplementation and then build income way beyond that. I'm really loving this company.
We're not just low price, as it's highest quality at the lowest price. That's where we stand out, and obviously our transparency, as Ben was tapping into, and the education that we provide you. But the transparency is key because I do know many of you, and I've also had many affiliates reach out to me, wanting guidance on how to help others really understand that just going to Costco or going to your local drugstore and just buying the cheapest supplement is actually doing more harm than good. Sure, it might be kind on your pocketbook, but there's ingredients in there that actually can be more harmful than beneficial, right? Whether it's added ingredients, whether it's cheap forms of vitamins put in there, or whether, like I've talked a lot about doses, whether if the dose isn't high enough to have a therapeutic benefit, you're just taking stuff that's not going to do anything. So you're not saving your pocketbook, right? You're wasting your money in that case, and that goes for many of those supplements. So it's really important when you make the commitment to take care of yourself and better your health span. You really need to take into consideration what you're putting into your body in forms of supplements. We all know putting what we put into our body with food really matters, right? That is no secret, right? You know, if you eat healthy, right, it's going to do you better. But it's not the same things with supplements. It's not just like if you take a supplement, it's going to do you better. Right? You have to be intentional about what you're taking, what's in it, and the purpose of it all. I'm going to give a few examples here. So many people are on do some type of energy drink, right? So, the canned ones are very popular. Celsius, I know, a handful of years ago, Monster was really big. It's still out there. Some people do still drink it. But whatever it is, many people that are physically active or just want some energy, right, do use some form of pre-workout or some caffeinated beverage, like in a can or powder form. And one specific ingredient I want to highlight, most of them always contain B12, right? Because B12, helps provide us natural energy, but there's different forms of B12. And one of them I want to highlight is a form we use. I'm going to say methylcobalamin, right? It's a methylated form of B12. Many of these other companies, most of them, I mean, because I just pick up bottles all the time. My kids have like that, shiny object syndrome when you're going to the grocery store and they want that new drink or whatever. And I always read it, and they use cyanocobalamin. Now, cyanocobalamin is not methylated, so your body actually has to convert it into the usable form of B12. And the problem is, and I was just trying to look up the statistics of how many people, I know many people have probably heard of the NTHFR gene mutation, and that means in a nutshell, you're a poor methylator. This says actually 40 to 60% of the population carries some form of the NTHFR gene. So it's not as rare as we think. So many of us are poor methylators. So again, just summing it up, you're drinking cyanocobalamin. If your body cannot convert it into the methylated form, it actually becomes toxic in your body. That's where I want to get. I want you to think about that. So you're drinking something, you're doing something, but you're actually making your body more toxic. So very, very, very important on what you put into your body. And I